Well, we are tracking the latest with Hurricane Ernesto and taking a look at the broader impacts of a warm tropical Atlantic Ocean. So Ernesto is a hurricane now, a Category 1 storm with 85-mile-per-hour winds, and is tracking north. So it's not going to make landfall in the U.S. mainland. It did strike Puerto Rico with some heavy rain and tropical storm strength conditions, but it is going to impact probably Bermuda with hurricane conditions. Here's Ernesto this morning. You can see spinning away here in the tropical Atlantic, and it could be a rapidly intensifying hurricane, which is an important thing and something that we're seeing more and more with these warm oceans as a result of climate change. So it is forecast to reach Category 3 strength, which is major hurricane strength, 115 mile per hour sustained winds here as we head into Friday, weakening probably as it heads to Bermuda, but it could be on track to be one of those rapidly intensifying hurricanes. And what we know with warmer oceans as a result of climate change, warmer water equals more fuel. Water holds twice as much energy as air, so every degree is a huge impact. We get heavier rainfalls and bigger storm surges with these storms with warmer oceans as a result of climate change. That's also causing the season to start earlier. The named storms on average over the last 50 plus years used to be early July. Now the first named storm is almost a month earlier than it used to be. So the season is getting longer too. And these rapidly intensifying cyclones, they are becoming more numerous over time as well. So the definition of rapid intensification is winds that increase 35 miles per hour in 24 hours or more. 79% of major storms now, Category 3 or higher, are rapidly intensifying and projected to only increase in a warming world. So here's an example of Beryl that struck in late June. As it reached these very warm waters in the Caribbean, it went from a Category 1 to 4 storm very quickly, luckily weakening before it hit the Yucatan and then eventually Texas. But those waters were incredibly warm, 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. Doesn't sound like a lot, but again, that's twice as much energy held in that water compared to 2.5 degree air. And that water temperature anomaly made 100 times more likely due to human-caused climate change. And we know that last year and this year, the oceans have seen record heat. This year tracking right on par with last year, 2023, with off-the-charts warmth. These are the nearest lines. The red and blue lines are this year and last year compared to all the previous years, way above it. So this is the formation zone, second to last year, just barely in terms of the warmest water temperatures. But when we look at the Caribbean, it is actually tracking number 1, warmest ever year for the Caribbean waters. And again, look how far above the previous years and the averages these are. These are off the charts record warm water. So we can expect more rapidly intensifying storms and more storms period here this season.